Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. At a meeting of the SDP Central Committee today, party chairman Davor Bernardić received almost unanimous support to continue leading the party. Recently, some senior SDP officials had been calling for his removal, claiming that he had brought the party to the brink of ruin. Two of them, Milanka Opačić and Mirando Mrsić, were given a final warning at today's meeting and told that they would have their party membership revoked if they continue with their public outbursts.
The members of the Central Committee all think with their own heads and have their own positions, and we will discuss internal party issues within the party. One thing is for sure, the practice of conducting policy through the media is harmful to the SDP and will not continue in the SDP, I assure you.
The SDP leader also addressed current political events, saying that only a strong SDP can restore dignity to the country. He said that the party will continue to insist on the formation of an investigative commission to uncover the details surrounding the troubled retail concern Agrokor and the government's role in that matter.
Our task is to insist on the formation of an investigative commission. It is our task to uncover the truth about Agrokor, and if there is even a little truth to the accusations leveled against the Plenković government, both Plenković and his government must step down.
Prime Minister Andrej Plenković responded to Bernardić's comments today, saying that he was confident that the government had acted in line with the Constitution.
I find it somewhat humorous to comment on this because the song the entire opposition was singing over the past 6 months was that we were saving Mr. Todorić, that we were doing all this for him, that the entire law was drafted to once again confirm the unbreakable link between the government or the HDZ and Mr. Todorić, and now all of a sudden we see something completely different, a complete 180-degree turn. This is the same opposition which at the time showed its depth in terms of responding to the situation by taking a couple of selfies in a cabinet patch.
Prime Minister Plenković also commented on his meeting with his Slovene counterpart Miro Cerar on the fringes of an informal EU summit in Estonia yesterday. He said that the two had agreed that their common goal was to find a solution to the border dispute through dialogue. He declined to comment on Cerar's public reprimand of Slovene Foreign Minister Karel Erjavec for his harsh position towards Croatia.
These internal things, which we have to recognize as being part of Slovenia's pre-election atmosphere, well, we'll leave that to our Slovenian colleagues to deal with. Our call for dialogue remains. Our experts will begin to hold talks now over the next couple of weeks. As far as I'm concerned, nothing has changed.
In other news, Croatia's Veterans Affairs Ministry has issued a statement condemning the erecting of a monument in Belgrade dedicated to former Yugoslav People's Army Major Milan Tepić. Tepić set off an explosion in a munitions depot in the Croatian town of Bjelovar in 1991. 11 Croatian soldiers were among those killed in the blast. The unveiling of the monument was attended by some ministers from the Serbian government.
The Ministry of Croatian Veterans is appalled by and condemns in the strongest terms the erecting of a monument to Milan Tepić. In erecting the monument and extolling this terrorist act and the person who consciously killed a large number of people in a suicide attack, which represented the direct implementation of the Greater Serbia aggression under the leadership of Slobodan Milošević, members of the Serbian government have identified themselves with the same Greater Serbia ideology and with a policy that inflicted immeasurable damage on the Croatian people.
Members of the People's Party, or HNS, the junior partner in the coalition government, gathered today to analyze the current state of the party and define its future priorities, specifically with regard to the next 3 years.
We are currently working on ensuring that education becomes the top priority in Croatia so that our children have better learning conditions, and we have all agreed that this will be the area of our biggest contribution to the work of this government.
Police Day was marked at Zagreb's Jarun Lake today. Visitors of all ages were able to view and participate in a number of events and demonstrations. Prime Minister Andrej Plenković and Interior Minister Davor Božinović were also on hand. Minister Božinović said that the goal of the event was to bring the public and police closer together and strengthen communication.
From everything we have seen here today, it is clearly visible that citizens have faith in the police, which has demonstrated a broad spectrum of capabilities with which they can counter various threats to the safety of our citizens.
In light of International Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day, an educational event was held in downtown Zagreb today. Croatia registers some 2,600 new cases of breast cancer each year, of which 1,000 succumb to the disease. Experts say the focus is on prevention with the primary goal of saving lives. They add, however, that it is important to ensure survivors a quality of life through breast reconstruction surgery, which is covered by the Croatian Health Insurance Fund.
The goal of this campaign is very clear. We want to educate women as to how to maintain healthy breasts, and then we want to raise awareness of the importance of early detection, because only then is it possible to achieve almost complete recovery. The special emphasis today is that we want to educate all those women who face cancer removal surgery about the latest possibilities in terms of reconstructive surgery.
And taking a quick look at sports, at the World Rowing Championships being held in Sarasota, Florida, brothers Martin and Valent Sinkovic took the silver medal in the men's pair. They finished less than half a second behind winners Italy. Team New Zealand was third. After being virtually unbeatable in the double sculls, the Sinkovic brothers have gotten off to a good start in their new discipline. Damir Martin will be competing in the final of the single sculls event tomorrow afternoon. And now the forecast for tomorrow. Predominantly sunny with intermittent moderate cloud cover on the northern Adriatic. Expect some morning fog in the interior. Winds will be mild for the most part, with a moderate to strong northeasterly on the northern Adriatic in the morning. Morning lows of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius inland, 10 to 15 on the coast, will give way to highs of 14 to 19 degrees in the interior, 20 to 25 on the Adriatic. The three-day forecast for the interior calls for stable but relatively cold weather on Monday, with morning fog and a chance of some frost. Cloud cover will move in on Tuesday, bringing with it rain in the second half of the day. Skies will begin to clear on Wednesday. The coast will see some mild cloud cover on Monday. Increased cloud cover on Tuesday will bring intermittent showers, especially on the northern Adriatic. Skies will begin to clear on Wednesday. The foot of the Velebit mountain will see a strong northeasterly on Wednesday. And that wraps up the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night.